Last time, it was an accidental Force 3. Now, it's an intentional one. And these opponents are no slouches. 2 of them are S+, one of them S. And even though this is the same session as the 2 previous videos, my team changed. And Deborah, even though you're a good player, you're not an S player. And that's going to be a bit of a handicap on our part. Not that it was like impossible for us to surmount this. It's just that it's gonna show that there was a matter in which we were supposed to handle these opponents, because they knew what to do. They knew what to prioritize in order to completely overtake us in many instances in this match. I mean, look at the length of this video. It's gonna last all the entire way. Now, right here, I'm trying to play the trickster style. It might have been really bad if the opponents tried to go in the direction, like in the main path, you know? Right here, I completely and utterly failed. I don't know how I didn't expect the opponent to get all the way to past me that quickly, but they did, and because of that, we almost immediately like had a huge disadvantage. Fortunately, Andrew G, you were the MVP. You knew how to aim with your Squiffer, I think. Whatever the case, you knew how to aim, and you covered me so many times in this match. It was crazy. Yams, you're pretty much the best opponent here, but there's gonna be something at the end that's gonna really screw you over. Well, whatever. We're gonna cross that bridge when we get to it. Speaking of which, paint the walls. It's not a bad idea to paint the walls in ranked. Spend a little bit of time just painting the walls so that when the opponents try to climb it again, they'll at least have to ink it one more time. Every second counts in every ranked mode. And yeah, I'm using this path because I think it's not going to be as occupied as the previous one, but then this again. If my back is not covered, how am I supposed to handle myself? I suppose if I were paying attention a bit more, I would have been able to splat at the opponent, but I believe there's a bit of lag going on my end. Yeah, like right here. I hate when that happens. Like, the Kraken is clearly not next to you, and you just splat you anyway because you're laggy. That's so frustrating. Now I'm using this path, which is not a bad idea, but it's really slow. And by the time I get up here, the Rainmaker is on the other side, so I have to climb up over here. And look at this glorious usage of the Inkzuka. Sorry. I mean, I hit someone, but the Inkzuka, or rather the Inkbrush Nuvo, that's a weapon I'm trying to adjust myself to, because I think it's overall better than the standard Octobrush. Here's hoping there's going to be a third variant that's much better, however. Preferably one with burst bombs. Octobrush with burst bombs. How overpowered would that be? Splat bombs are nice, but burst bombs, that would be incredible. I'm not moving forward right here because there's an opponent right there that we cannot splat, so I'm using my evasive skills to avoid it, but unfortunately, I get splatted right here. I was about to say how I should have super jumped, but you can't super jump when you have the Rainmaker. Unfortunately. Speaking of unfortunately, the Kraken again. For both me and my ally. So the situation looks pretty desperate here, but the match is not over. We just need to splat them again. And yet, I still utterly fail. That Crate Man, it's more effective at blocking hits than I expected. Fortunately, Andrew G, you still managed to pull through for us, or I think it was Andrew G, maybe someone else, but whatever the case, we still managed to survive, but we're running out of time. Only 1 minute left, and we have quite a few points to get in order to actually get back the advantage. And against these opponents, it's not going to be easy. Surprisingly enough, I didn't get splat immediately here, but I did in the end. Still, managed to catch one player, so it felt like a worthy sacrifice. Also, I saw what you did there, person with a Rainmaker. It's an okay attempt, but that's not how it works. Even so, it was a smart move because it reset the Rainmaker to the center of the map. And me standing right here was probably a smart move that I should have done much earlier on, because it's a spot not many people used to hide, from what I've seen. Anyway, 20 seconds left. We have to get something done. And Andrew G, I don't know if you were actually saying come on to make me follow you, or if you were just extremely frustrated with my allies, and perhaps me as well. Because we should have done this from the very beginning. Right here, I'm letting you splat the opponents while they try to get me. And here, I cannot advance because the opponents were waiting for me. 2 of them, no less. Now, here's the thing. Yams, you activated Kraken there, and that was the move that cost you the match. Activating Kraken basically meant that I could ignore you and advance to get the advantage and therefore win the game. So, even though you were probably the best performing player in this match, if you had not activated Kraken at that moment, you would have won. I believe, based on the footage I saw, you kept popping Kraken and when you were like trying to shoot at things. So I guess it was like reflex that made you activate Kraken when you really should not have. Still, it was a close match, and I enjoyed it. Hope you've all enjoyed this video, and I'll have a very nice day. Bye-bye!